The British Army's Challenger 3 main battle tank program is entering a decisive phase. As Rheinmetall, BAE Systems Land, or RBSL, continues testing and development of what will become the United Kingdom's most advanced main battle tank ever fielded. Far more than a simple upgrade of Challenger 2, the Challenger 3 program represents a complete transformation of Britain's heavy armored warfare capability for future high-intensity combat operations. The new tank is designed to restore the British Army's ability to fight and survive on modern battlefields increasingly dominated by drones, anti-tank guided missiles, electronic warfare, and long-range precision fires. At the center of the modernization effort is the integration of the Rheinmetall RH-120 L55A1 smoothbore 120mm cannon. This replaces the rifled gun used by Challenger 2 for decades, and finally aligns the British Army with NATO standard tank ammunition. This is one of the most important changes introduced under the program. Challenger 3 will now be able to fire the same advanced armor-piercing and programmable rounds used by NATO main battle tanks, such as the Leopard 2 and M1 Abrams. The new cannon delivers greater muzzle energy, increased penetration capability, and improved long-range accuracy against heavily armored threats. On the battlefield, this means Challenger 3 will be capable of engaging enemy tanks faster, farther, and with greater lethality than previous British armored formations. But Challenger 3 is not only about firepower. The tank introduces a completely redesigned digital turret architecture that transforms it into a network-enabled combat system. Modern warfare increasingly depends on rapid information exchange between drones, reconnaissance units, artillery batteries, infantry formations, and armored forces. Challenger 3 is designed to operate inside this connected battlefield environment. Its advanced sensors and battlefield management systems allow crews to identify threats faster and share targeting information in real time. This significantly reduces sensor-to-shooter timelines and improves battlefield coordination with allied NATO forces. Another major focus of the program is survivability. Lessons from the war in Ukraine have shown that even modern tanks remain vulnerable to drones, top-attack missiles, loitering munitions, and precision-guided artillery strikes. To address these threats, Challenger 3 incorporates a redesigned turret combined with modular armor enhancements intended to improve resistance against kinetic penetrators and shaped charge warheads. The main battle tank is also expected to receive future active protection systems capable of detecting and intercepting incoming missiles before impact. These systems are becoming increasingly critical for armored formations operating in highly contested combat environments. Unlike some entirely new tank programs, Challenger 3 retains parts of the proven Challenger 2 chassis and automotive systems. This approach reduces logistical complexity and lowers development costs while preserving operational reliability. However, substantial upgrades are still being introduced to suspension systems, onboard electronics, power management, and maintainability. This balance between modernization and existing infrastructure gives the British Army several operational advantages. Crews can transition more efficiently, logistics chains remain partially compatible, and the Army can field the new main battle tank faster than introducing an entirely new design. The Challenger 3 program is also strategically important for the British defense industry. Production work at RBSL facilities in Telford helps preserve sovereign British expertise in heavy armored systems manufacturing at a time when European nations are rapidly rebuilding military capabilities. The program reflects a much broader transformation taking place inside NATO. For nearly 2 decades, many Western armies focused primarily on counterinsurgency operations in Iraq and Afghanistan, where heavy armored warfare was no longer considered the highest priority. But the return of large-scale conventional warfare in Europe has changed military planning dramatically. Today, heavily protected armored formations remain essential for territorial defense, breakthrough operations, and deterrence against peer-level military powers. Challenger 3 is specifically designed for this new strategic environment. It combines advanced firepower, digital battlefield integration, improved survivability, and NATO interoperability into a next-generation main battle tank optimized for future high-intensity warfare. Recent battlefield mission serials conducted by RBSL demonstrate that the program continues to progress steadily toward operational deployment. These trials evaluate combat mission functions under realistic battlefield conditions, including target engagement, communications integration, maneuver coordination, and crew performance. Once fully operational, Challenger 3 is expected to become one of the most advanced main battle tanks in Europe and a cornerstone of the British Army's future armored warfare doctrine. More importantly, it signals the United Kingdom's determination to restore credible heavy armored combat power capable of operating effectively in tomorrow's highly contested battlefield environment.